Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Attack! I said it, let's go! Hey, check, Mike 50, Mike.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I don't need to. Pick up the ball.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 57. Delta. Mike 52 right here. 52. Got you. Come back. I got you, sir. Check.
Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Check 48. Rock it. Yep. Check 3. Go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, box truck.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He'll look to throw. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Yellow. Hey, Mike 52, exit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his tight end Fant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, hello. 180. Got to do better. Come on.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go. This is the plan. March 56. Here we go. Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Squeeze. 36. Shoot. Protein spill. Hey, Haywood.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, set. Bandit. Kill. 22 jet bomber. Check that. Wahoo!
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
13 yards there and a Niner first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Back to throw again. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Yellow.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll find Lindsey here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 4th down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so